Leo, welcome. It is Sachi, and we are here to do some shamanic shifting where we take your current energy, look what your goal is, and then see how we can take your current energy and transmute it into your manifestation goal. Thank you so much for all of your likes and support. You guys did come in second place, which means you will be getting a bonus reading. So congratulations, and keep a lookout for that after I'm done with all of the signs. Leo, it's been a long time since you've been in the top 2, so just give yourself a round of applause. It's really good to see you here. And I do want to remind you that you were just 2 votes away from coming in first, which would mean that you would get the extended for free. So please remember that if this resonates too, click that like button and maybe you will be number 1 next month. So the other announcement I would like to say is that if you've been wanting to work with me personally, I'm doing my first ever group alignment. So we will have the community and group support as well as my personal support towards you. So it will consist of a group reading for those who are going through changes and challenges right now in their life. And we will focus on how to deal with the change and move through it with ease, and then how to overcome any sort of challenges that you may be facing during this time of transition. There are 8 spots available, and like I said, there will be a group reading and then there will be an individual reading for each participating attendee. So there are 8 spots. If that interests you, please head to my shop at SachiTheScorpio.com and grab one of those spots. All right, Leo, let's get started. This is what came out in the cleansing ceremony. We had the Empress, end of list. So with the Empress here, it feels like you have been doing a lot of inner child healing. And a lot of it is through reparenting, specifically when it comes to the mother's energy and things that, it's like you're teaching yourself the things that you wish that your mom would have. Or it's like you're being your own mom in the way that you needed a mother in a way, and through that you are doing a lot of inner child healing. So I love to see the Empress. It means that you are in your abundant energy. You are really tuning into the beautiful parts of your own feminine energy here. And we have Paris using scratch. So again, look at this card. She's putting the band-aid on the scratch. So a lot of this inner child healing can be hurts on the heart chakra. So it seems like you are really mending a lot of that. And with Pikachu using Gnaw, it's also holographic. It seems like something has been gnawing at you, and it has to do with your solar plexus, right? Your ego, your sense of self, and wanting to be like Pikachu. Pikachu is well known everywhere. It is hard to find someone on this planet who does not know what Pikachu is, or at least recognizes Pikachu. And it feels like there is something in you that wants to be just as famous and recognizable. It is a very Leo thing, and you are meant to shine. And we have powerful energy. So clearly you are in your power, you are in your Empress energy, and there's a lot of powerful energy around you as you are doing your healing and shifting into your Pikachu era, we'll say. So very interesting to come out, Leo. As I mentioned, we are going to take a look at your current energy. We will take a look at what your goal is, and then we will see how to take your energy and transmute it into your goal. So I hope you are well. We just went through that eclipse season, which was a mighty doozy. We also had Mercury that went retrograde right after the first eclipse. So, or I'm sorry, like a week and a half, I believe, after the first eclipse. So let's see here. All right, Leo, what's your current energy? All right, it kind of wants to hide. Yeah, no surprise, the moon, of course it wants to hide. And I feel like these are the hiding factors. So anyway, the moon, secrets, emotional energy, things that are below the surface. So we have that. And with the Two of Swords in reverse, it seems like you are very much in your sort of psychic, spiritual energy, to the point where it may be hard for you to ground right now into reality. Let's see what else. We have the Two of Chalices and the Hanged Man in reverse. But it does seem like you have a soulmate relationship that seems to be pretty good. As you can see, look, they're going out enjoying a night on the town with some champagne, and, they're dressed up nice under a chandelier. So it seems like it's possible that part of the reason why you're having difficulty grounding is maybe because of the champagne or whatever it is. But it does seem like, again, there's a lot of sort of psychic, spiritual energy that you're in, where you may not necessarily be grounded into reality, but it does seem like you're having fun. I don't feel a negative or like bad energy about this. It just seems like, yeah, you're having a lot of fun. With the Hanged Man in reverse, you could be a little bit off balance. And it can be, again, it feels like you're more in your purple energy right now. Where, again, you want to be more in your Pikachu era, but right now you're a little bit more in your third eye, tuned more into the psychic energy, tuned more into, again, what doesn't meet the eye, emotional energy and things like that. With the Hanged Man in reverse, you may be having difficulty seeing a particular thing from a different perspective here. Let's see, what's the light energy? We have fighting type in the light. So there could be some, you might be fighting the energy here. This is also the sacral chakra, which is where you emotionally and sensually connect to others. So it seems like what is currently going on is really influencing your sacral chakra. So that would make sense because it seems like you're making a connection here, or you're constantly with somebody else. Let's see what's the shadow here. Okay. Coming out stuck is Marowak using Bone Rush and Assault Boom. So again, we have another fighting type. So, you know, Marowak is, so it's evolved from Cubone. Cubone wears Marowak's, which is its mother's, skull. And so there is this aspect of mother wounding and things like that. So it does feel like, there is some like mother wounding that is being healed. Again, we saw that you're doing that, but it seems like the way it's manifesting in your life is that perhaps the soul mates that you are attracting, right? We have a lot of different types of soulmates, right? But it seems like some of the soulmates that you may be attracting are people who are rushing boning, okay, with the bone rush. People who may want to be quick to jump in bed, or want to, you know, have that lustful interaction pretty quickly. And with Assault Boom, some of you may be healing your sacral chakra, which is where your SEXUAL energy is. You may be healing from past relationships where they rushed it, or you were assaulted in some sort of way, because we do have Team Rocket in the back, which are known for sort of their sneaky bad behavior. So, yeah, it seems like you are healing your sacral. It says it throws bones at Mandibuzz to knock it down. It is thought that Marowak is trying to avenge its parent. So, again, there can be this energy of, it's talking about knocking down Mandibuzz, and Mandibuzz is a vulture type, okay? And it's specifically known for wearing bones around its neck, and I always take it as someone who likes to bone a lot of people and takes pride in sort of the their long list of people that they've boned. And it's a very messy kind of, you know, it's a messy energetic energy. It means that, yeah, I'll, you know, physically connect with you, but not spiritually or emotionally connect with you. Some people think it's like, oh, great that their list is so long, but actually it says more about the integrity of their character more than anything, or the lack of integrity of their character. And so this is talking about avenging one's parents. So there can be this energy of, you know, perhaps you saw your mother done wrong or your father done wrong, and now you are sort of seeking a partner or a soulmate that will sort of heal the wounds that you observed within your parents' own relationship. Wow, Leo, you are really doing a lot there. Okay, well, let's see what your goal is. Okay, that also wants to hide. Well, what do you know? It's the Empress. So, again, you want to be the Empress. The Empress is, you know, the mother, basically, in this deck. So, for some of you, maybe you want to be a mom. But it can also represent being in your most abundant timeline, being in your most feminine timeline, which means that you're always, you know, provided for by masculine energy and protected by masculine energy. But it can also be the most healed inner child. So, again, there is this energy of sort of reparenting your own self through the mother archetype, and how that heals your own inner child. Let's see what else. We have the Five of Wands, Knave of Pentacles, and Knave of Chalices. So it seems like you want to move through quite a lot of stuff. It seems like with the Five of Wands, this is chaos and conflict. They are arguing and playing some sort of blame game about time or something like that. So there can be some stuff that you are trying to heal in regards to time and blame, especially as it relates to the Knave of Pentacles, which can be some sort of project that you are working on, specifically something that you might be working on the computer. And with the Knave of Chalices, this is delusion. Specifically, this is narcissists. And if you know the story of narcissists, like usually I would take this as a narcissist. So it's possible that you are still healing from someone who was a narcissist, but this is the story of narcissists is actually a man who loves himself so much that he fell in love with his own reflection. It ends up as a terrible story at the end, but it kind of feels like that's the energy you want to be in, is so in love with yourself. And that is totally a positive, good Leo energy. Of course, not to become narcissistic, but to truly love your reflection and yourself so much that when you look in the mirror, you're like, wow, you know, I'm amazing, I'm beautiful, I'm gorgeous, sort of thing. So that's what it's coming through to me. All right, let's see what's the light energy here. Another sacral chakra Pokemon. So yeah, we have a fighting type, Desperate Blast. So it seems like you're, it kind of seems like a, it doesn't feel out of desperation, but it kind of feels like this is the point that you're at where you're sort of self-destructing. Golem, as you can see, is, look at that light on the inside, it's exploding. And so it kind of feels like there is this energy of any sort of past desperation that you've had of, you know, which again can come from sort of the mother or father wound of like desperately needing someone to help you or heal you, right? That's how it is as a child. You are desperate in a lot of ways and at the mercy of your caregivers or adults in general. And it's kind of this energy of like blasting off this shell. And inside is just pure light. So it's like you're getting all this heavy energy off of your sacral chakra. And it could be, again, if there were a lot of people who rushed you, especially rushing to bone, people who may have assaulted you, whether it's emotionally or otherwise, you know, all of that energy really stores on your body. And a lot of it can be in the sacral chakra, which is right below the navel, but above your root chakra. So if you tend to have, like a pouch there, that can be a manifestation of, you know, a lot of desperation. It's just a cushion to protect that energy center. It says it detonates its own body. The power from that explosion can propel it steep. Oh, wow. And a little like gnat just landed. The power from that explosion can propel it up steep mountain pathways with amazing speed. Excuse me. Oh yeah, and something interesting, I decided to choose my Pikachu cup today, so right on brand for you. But anyway, so yeah, so it's talking about detonating its own body. So again, it feels like you are really healing your sacral, and some of that can be, you know, the way that you're physically changing your body so that you love yourself more. Again, you want to love yourself no matter what you look like, but maybe you have this idealized version of what it is that you do want to look like, and you're really looking forward to, you know, that version of yourself, and you're working towards that. And some of that can be to get this like heaviness off of your body energetically or physically. And this is talking about how the explosion can propel it up the mountain path. So it seems like you know that as you do this, it causes you to climb the mountain of success at a very high speed. So for example, if you know, like, okay, you know, as I change my body, you know, or whatever it is, my energy or body, I'm going to love myself even more and more. Excuse me. Wow. Okay. There's like so much going on with my throat chakra right now. I'm like coughing, like burping energies coming up. So, yeah, I feel like the way that you talk to yourself is the most important thing. And as you continue to talk about yourself better, your body is going to be, responding in kind, right? So if you're saying mean things about your body, then your body is going to be manifesting in that way. So anyway, yeah, so it's like as you're doing that, so for example, let's say maybe you want to become stronger. Maybe you want to be able to lift 50 pounds with ease. It's like you recognize that as you are physically doing things to your body to make yourself stronger, it actually, you know, pushes you up the mountain of success, maybe in your career or your love life or whatever it is. So let's see, what's the shadow here? Quagsire using water gun. Yeah, because I was feeling, again, there's this energy of, again, you have sacral, okay? So sacral chakra healing, sacral chakra healing. I can't say it enough. Which, again, is where you emotionally and sensually and lustfully connect to others. And it's also where your creative energy is. So it seems like this creative energy is sort of exploding, and through that you have a lot of energy to do all the things that you want to, you know, change your form any way that you want and to get you up that mountain of success. With water gun here in the shadow, this does talk about the need to sort of assess the way that emotions have been used as a weapon towards you. And I feel like, again, that is the protective mechanism. But once you identify these emotions and no longer see them as a weapon, then it's all chill. You know, look at Quagsire just chilling in the water. There's a boat there. Maybe you want to go on a cruise or something like that. It says it has a sluggish nature. It lies at the riverbed's bottom, waiting for prey to stray into its mouth. Yeah, so it's like, you know that once this happens, boom, you sort of blow up, right? Like, you become famous or whatever. You blow up, you're, you know, you're propelled up the mountain of success, and then you can just chill. And you're aware of that. You're aware of the mechanism of which you are propelled, and then you can chill, and then, you know, things are just sort of floating in your mouth, and you're hanging out. So definitely some paradise vibes here. Hard work at first, yes, for sure. But it seems like it's worth it. Ooh, and we saw luck is on your side. Yeah, for sure. You can definitely do this. Let's see what Mother Moon would like to say here. A time for healing in reverse, and your dreams need a practical plan. So even though your ultimate goal is all of this healing, this may be the time to be working on something else. Again, it's sort of this how to blow up energy, and it's like, yes, you can still heal, but it seems like you need a little bit more of a practical energy of healing rather than sort of the spiritual aspect of healing, which both is, you know, one and the same. But it seems like now is a new era. It seems like you've already done all of this healing energy. Yes, you want to become the Empress and the most healed version of yourself, but it seems like ultimately to be the most abundant, the most beautiful, right? The Empress is known as the most beautiful woman in all of the lands. There's only one Empress, right? There's 4 queens, there's one Empress. And she does whatever she wants because the Emperor gives her everything that she desires, wants, and needs. And so there is this aspect of loving yourself. And part of it isn't necessarily healing, right? It's more doing. And that's the aspect of needing a practical plan with the full moon in Taurus. So we are going to look deeper into the practical plan aspect of this. So if you would like to see the rest of the reading, which again is how to take this energy and transmute it into your goal, the link is in the description box below, and I hope to see you there.